Please subscribe to the Mile High Hotspur.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your homie Leo Coys. We are going with the new format here on the Mile High Hotspur. Apart from match day vlogs, we will be offering a post-match breakdown, if you will. And this is going to be the first in what hopefully is many to come. Please smash the like, subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. It helps me know I'm doing the damn thing, and I want to bring nothing but quality videos to you guys. And especially now that the Premier League is underway, we have to hit the ground running. Let's get right into this one, my homies. Off the bat, no surprise, there were changes to the lineup, right? Vicario holds his spot down in the goalkeeper position. We have Pedro Porro, Cuti Romero, the Romanian machine, Radu Dragushin, in place of the injured Mickey van de Ven, who did sustain that injury to his knee in the match against Everton. And a Sherlock on that left back position, Destiny Udogie. I'm feeling confident. He has been a little bit underperforming, right? He came back from this injury, and now we're asking big things of him to just step back into that role. Moving on into the midfield, where Mate Pape Sarr, James Maddison accompanied Yves Bissouma, who was holding down that 6th role. And I'm thinking to myself, we're going up against the Geordies. We should go out there expecting to dominate this midfield. I looked at their lineup too, right? And they were coming with some fire. But if I'm honest with you, Tottenham Hotspur, baby, we were coming with more, especially with these three in the midfield. And just as I expected, those three were key in the midfield for Spurs today. Moving on to our attack, you had Heung-min Son in the middle, Wilson Odobert to the left, Kulusevski to the right. No reason why this team should not be able to, let alone control possession, but create chances and score goals, right? On paper, a nice lineup. And you look at our bench, and that's stacked too, and the game gets underway. So let's just recap and let's get going with how the game turned out. Go any further in this video, let me remind you, we're going to St. James's Park on the heel of a couple bad defeats, right? We've let in far too many goals at this ground in recent time, and if I'm honest with you, that time we lost when we were in the title challenge and Newcastle beat us on the last day of the season, I still am salty about that, and I fear every time we go to St. James's Park, and today was no different. Let's get back into it.
I got him good. To the left. Joke is to the right.
So very quickly into this game, about 8 minutes in, Newcastle get the ball on the attack. Harvey Barnes on the left side, cuts in, drops his shoulder, has a pop from outside the box, sends it wide, and at this point it was a good scare, a nice shot very early on in the game, and yes, had us all anxious at this point.
Quick. There you go.
Oh, at about the 11th minute, Tottenham get a corner kick, and this season we've been doing this thing, these short little corner kicks, right, where we do this little quick touch here and there. Pedro Porro got the ball, sends in a whipped cross like only Pedro Porro can do, lands on the head of Cuti Romero, puts it in the back of the sack, and we erupt. Just as we are screaming, shouting, hugging, dropping liquid onto the floor, someone notices it was called back because it was offside, and crickets. We go quiet, right? Just as you would expect. A nice opening goal called back because of offside, and we go back to 0-0.
Shoot!
24th minute. A strange play where Kulusevski wins the ball back at about the midfield point, dribbles in, gets to the box, kind of loses possession. Somehow the ball rebounds back to him. He looks around, finds Heung-min Son just outside of the box in that spot where he loves to just curl him into the back of the net. And what does Heung-min Son do? He unselfishly lays it off for Pape Matar, who puts his laces through the ball. An excellent shot on target, bounces off and goes outside and leads to another Spurs corner kick.
Yeah. Whoa. Again. One time.
Take your man on the beam, Sonny.
One time. Again.
Okay.
Spurs still with possession at this time. Madison sends a ball over to Heung-min Son, far post. Son kind of controls possession for a bit, finds Kulusevski, who then himself unselfishly lays it off to Pape Matar again, who fancies himself for another crack, tries a curled effort this time, and the keeper is equally up for it and hits it out for another corner kick. And with it still being one-way traffic, unfortunately, at about the 36th, 37th minute, a quick throw into Newcastle. Kelly gets the ball, feeds Barnes, and what does he do real quick? Puts it in the back of the sack. Tottenham find themselves down 1-0, a goal that came against the run-up play. We definitely felt we were the better team at the moment, and Newcastle were clinical. Barnes on his return opens up his account for the Premier League this season. We were down at that point, 1-0.
What can you do, man? What can you do?
So with that goal basically draining whatever type of energy we had that early in the morning, we kind of crawled our way to halftime. As we're all just chilling here at halftime, everybody kind of just does their own thing. A lot of the homies actually brought a bunch of different type of stuff. McDonald's sandwiches to some sort of biscuits or muffins and some sort of pastries there. That's one thing about these early matches. The faithful that do show up and look out for all of the homies. We're all there for one purpose, and it's to cheer on the lads. And we do so all honestly, as you see by the video. We kind of all congregate together, and we really do enjoy each other's company. Like I said, the hardcore fans are the ones that are there this early in the morning. And today was actually a very fun time. I mean, like I said, we did lose, but still, it's always fun because these early matchups are the friends that you do want to see and the ones that are always there with you consistently, game in and game out. So we got to halftime. Substitution was made. Brandon Johnson came on, and if you ask me, immediately made an impact, as I thought he would. Very good move by Ange Postecoglou, bringing him early, not waiting till later on in the second half. Made his adjustments soon, and we are going to see how that panned out, right?
Do it!
Immediately, 8 minutes in, Brennan Johnson sends in a whipped cross to the far post. It does get deflected on its way. Wilson Odobert was able to connect. I thought it was a perfect opportunity for a header. However, he went for his foot. We seen how that ended up, but it was a good effort. Brennan Johnson immediately making an impact, which is what you want to see.
No! Press! Now! Shoot! Get in! Shoot!
At about the 55th minute, the ball's bouncing around. Tottenham get possession. Udogie sends it over on the left side to James Maddison, who gets the ball just inside the box, tucks in a beautiful curled effort, and it's batted away by Nick Pope, who puts it in the path of Brennan Johnson, who missiles it straight at net, hits Dan Burn, and as you could tell, Tottenham scored the goal. It was ruled an own goal, but we don't care. We celebrated either way. Tottenham were tied. It was 1-1.
I said.
Help him, help him, help him, help him.
Step.
There you go.
Very shortly after that, Newcastle coming in on a counter-attack. Gordon lays it off for Murphy, who has a nice shot. If I'm honest, he sends it right at Vicario, but he does come up with the save, and the pub definitely likes seeing these type of saves. Vicario is a fan favorite here in Denver, and you guys could tell right away after making this save, he gets his love and his props from the fans here in Denver.
Outside.
Yes, 72nd minute, Johnson on the right-hand side of the pitch. The more they were feeding him, the more he was running on the right-hand side. And on this occasion, he gets the ball, sends in a cross. A pattern that I seen all game was Brennan Johnson sending in his crosses, which is, I'm sure, his job. To no avail, nobody at the end of it. And you see at this one, it does lead to nothing. At about the 74th minute, Tottenham get a free kick in a wonderful area. Pedro Porro stands over this ball, looks into the box, finds Heung-min Son. The ball does some sort of ping-ponging around, lands to James Maddison at the edge of the box, does a good curled effort to the upper 90, and it's hit away by Nick Pope. Tons of us here thought it was a very good effort, and we did think we were going to see another goal at this point. However, we were still tied 1-1, and time was running down. Like I said, this was coming up to like the 75th minute.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, my homies. And then it happens. We get carved up on a counter-attack. Murphy gets an absolute peach of a threaded ball filtered to him. And what does he do? He very unselfishly lays it off to a killer instinct striker. And Isak is always going to find the back of the net, especially when you leave him that wide open. Yeah, just like that, Tottenham are down 2-1. And at this point, honestly, the whole pub was deflated. The mood had definitely died down. We all started to kind of just filter out of the pub one by one. The game came to an end, and the Spurs lost. It was a tough defeat. I think the Spurs were the better team on the day. Just had some bad luck. I know my homie Brennan Johnson is going to get a lot of stick. He came on and did his job. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even have had that one goal that we had. We had plenty of opportunities. It's just not clicking yet. We definitely miss Solanke or even Richarlison for that matter. We definitely needed out and out 9 up front, and we just couldn't finish our chances this game. We've started off the season with a draw at Leicester. We did beat Everton at home. St. James's Park is always going to be a tough place to go, and today was no exception. Look, I'm optimistic. I think the team will bounce back. It is a bit of a layoff having to go through this international break right now so early in the season. A North London derby coming up in a couple of weeks, going to be crazy. I did go to London last season for the last North London derby at the Lane. Check it out in a video. Bink right there. I'm gonna try and put it right there. But you could check out my whole playlist. That is my North London vlog, where I got to meet all the homies and had fun. So check that out. Thank you for watching this video. Like I said, go down into the comments. Let me know your opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the match. But yeah, I tried a different type of video for this one. Let me know if you like this one or if you prefer the old school vlogs for just having the video.